Well, there it is 3 o'clock. Oh, 3:01. Damn it, just missed it. But that means it is time for the next Organization 13 event. Let's get into it. Apparently, this one's going to be pretty friggin' difficult, so let's see how we go. Just a short note before we begin. There it is. Raid boss, and of course the important events. Oh boy. Complete without having to continue. I think we're going to see that a lot. I think we're going to see a bit of complete in one turn if our event's going to be unnerfed the way the unnerfed from the JP version. This could be this could be a fun one, guys. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about free to play. What does free to play even mean anymore, right? I've not spent a cent on this game, and I have no intention on doing so. But we're at the point now where people are going to pull premiums in every single pull. So I have no idea what the hell you're going to have anymore. It used to be a case where, okay, if you're free to play, that meant that with certain exceptions, you were going to have the same amount of medals as me. You would have all the event medals, hopefully. You would have a couple of high score challenge medals maybe. And apart from that, maybe a premium if you were super lucky, but it certainly wouldn't be, the core of your deck or anything like that. Now, I'm using friggin' Illustrated Kari first up, because why not? I honestly believe everyone should have Illustrated Kari. Maybe not Guilted. I definitely don't have mine Guilted, but that's where we're at now. Everyone really has a realistic chance of getting her. Oh boy. So, I'm going to try and keep it as event medal heavy as possible. Well, okay. I want to keep it as event medal heavy as possible, but if you're a brand new player that started at the anniversary when they were doing a massive drive to try and get everyone in, then you won't have the last event medal that we got. We haven't had an event in ages. The last one was, well, Lexaeus B, but the last non-Organization 13 event was Maleficent. Even though she was incredibly powerful, guys, this is not a good sign. The levels are matching the JP version. Oh god, and that's a bad sign if we get to the end and they're the same level. Oh boy. Anyway, sorry. If you don't have Maleficent B, then I don't want to use her if half the people are going to be like, well, that's great, but you got her before I started playing, so I would try and keep it as eventy as possible, but it might be a case of this is how I'm going to do it, if I even can do it, who knows, and jump on the Discord, show me what medals you have, we'll see if we can get you through. But I honestly have no idea if we're going to get to the end and find that I can't even do it, because there were guys, I was watching a couple of JP guys playing through the events before, because they get it a few hours before we do. They were struggling. Some of them were struggling, and some like high spenders with, guys, this is, no. I'm pretty sure it was complete in one turn for the first Enraged Elk. So maybe the levels aren't nerfed, but maybe... Oh, who knows? That could be a sign that it's changed, but let's find out. Let's find out. That's definitely less health. Maybe it's not. I can't remember. I really can't remember, but... Okay, so this guy's got power-based defense, so just don't attack him with power, attack him with magic. I'm not really too worried about optimizing my run just yet, because obviously the enemy levels are quite weak. And obviously Sigbar B is going to rip through everything. Again, I really feel I'm going to be relying on Sigbar B a lot for this run. Because from what I understand, there's going to be quite a few like high level single target enemies. And my Sigbar B is like my go-to guy for just point him at something and win, basically. So, okay, cool. We got our very first one, Lexaeus B. Beautiful. From what I understand, he's not an incredible medal, very, very expensive, and quite powerful, but if the event is nerfed, as in if it's made so that we, a global audience, can actually pass it. Actually, let's take a look at him real quick. Let's take a quick look at our brand new medal. So, that's our guy. Inflicts more damage the higher the slot number, right, so it's exactly the same as JP, as it obviously would be. Let's take a look at him at 6 stars. Oh boy, I've got just enough Mickeys to evolve 2 coffees, so... Lucky I didn't over. Well, I guess I could farm more as of right now. That's okay. It would have been okay if I'd have forgotten. But yeah, single target. I believe it deals up to 4.9 something, 9.4 maybe when it's completely guilted. Oh no. I think the final guild multiplier was, if you include the 100%, 9.24. So that's not bad, especially if it's our first actually accessible reverse power guild. But that remains to be seen, doesn't it? Alrighty, so number 4 out of 13. Here we go. Again, I'm just using like a pretty much random setup until I actually get to the quote-unquote difficult stuff. So I'm assuming, hopefully it's the same for almost all of you guys, that these kind of small fries are just no problem at all. So we'll just get through these guys as quickly as possible. I know 90% of you, 99% of you have skipped to quest 13 anyway, so that concerns me. If that's the format, if we're switching from a format of take out one really strong enemy to take out enemies that can potentially one-shot you, that's concerning, because that guy did like 1,000 damage. Sorry. And he's only level 100. If we're versing enemies that are 4 or 5 times stronger than that, that is cause for a bit of worry, because they will just rip through any defense boost that you have. It will mean that you quite literally have to have second chance to continue to beat this. We'll see. You might need like really heavy defense boost. You might need second chance to even be able to pass it. So we'll see. So here's why they have to nerf it, right? Because in JP you've got defense boost 4, you've got second chance 2, which we will have at the end of the month, but obviously that's no good for us because this event only lasts a week. But within one turn again, okay. Number 5, here we go. Again, I'm not too concerned about my setup or anything, just because it's only a level 125 guy. Right, it's just one single target, so nothing too concerning just yet. Like I said, the only thing that's kind of worrying me is the potential of... yeah, just tap all the way through on a not even a strong keyblade, so yeah, this should be nothing to worry about for you guys just yet. But the show is not over, is it? Number 5 out of 13, beautiful. And our second medal and more jewels. So yeah, we'll get 260 jewels if we're able to complete all the objectives in this set of quests, so that's not bad. It's effectively a day's worth of daily jewels, so nice little bonus there. And luckily we've got a guillotine campaign, so yeah. Ooh, Cerberus within 2 turns. Like I said, I didn't watch all of it because part of me wanted to be surprised, so I don't know if this is any weaker than the JP version. Some of you guys right now might be going, ooh, it's nerfed, but who knows. So he's only got 6 bars of health. He doesn't have any defensive boosts, so if you have a strong single target medal, or if you can borrow a friend's King, Donald and Goofy medal, then you're laughing basically. You don't really need to only bring any buffs. Just like your strongest Keyblade, buff it up a little bit, and then honestly the King, Donald and Goofy should just rip right through it. In fact, I might show that off, so I won't even bother attacking with my 2 medals. I'll just see how much damage this does, because I think I've got a window of... there you go. So all I did was buff myself up 2 layers of PSM, 3 layers of general attack up, and just ripped right through it. And that was only borrowing borrowing a friend's King, Donald and Goofy. Like I said, if you're brand new and you're at the point now where you're not able to one-turn these, definitely leave me a comment and say, alright, how do I get more defensive capabilities? Because we have medals like Pluto, which... does Pluto buff your power-based defense? I can't remember. I haven't actually looked at my own Pluto medal yet. Alright, Armed Warrior, here we go. So this one always has buffs on it, I believe. Let me just check if I have a... sorry, all these setups are for Colosseum. I mean, let's keep the good times going, may as well. Okay, so this is the point where you might want to bring a debuffing medal. Belle, Alice, or... Anti-Form Sora. Couldn't remember his name for a second there. Let me just get through this quickly. Didn't want to have to use a special, but may as well. Just to be sure. Just to be sure. Alright. Yeah, the objective is to complete it without having to continue, so that's not too bad. Did that guy preemptively attack me? Can't remember. This will be the Rush of Shadows. Here we go. Yep. That's so cool. Alright, so defense boost are a must. Not for these guys, but for later on, I'm very, very sure that they will be a must. Let's use Yuna, give her a chance to shine. We haven't used Yuna in so long. Used to be on every single setup I had, it was... Ooh, okay, yeah, so like I said, he's got 3 layers of PSM defensive capabilities on him. So, if you lead off with a Bell, or an Alice, or an Anti-Form Sora, just lead off with it, clear out all that crap, and then he's basically just a single target magic weak enemy, so just roll right through him with your... Well, if you got Zigbar B, feel free to flaunt it. But yeah, any really magic metals that you have should just be able to tear through him, especially if you can get rid of those initial buffs. So, very simple so far. I tell you what, if you picked up Illustrated Beauty and Beast with a VIP a couple months ago, or a month and a half, whatever it was, that would have been a pretty smart move, I think. I think that was a very good investment, just because for the efficiency of how quickly you can get off your effects, like to buff and to debuff in the same metal slot, is very, very, very important. Even if the metal itself is not overly powerful, just the efficiency to let you then use something else is awesome. Okay, so we've got a Ringmaster level 200, so it's getting a bit difficult now. I mean, for the newer players. Again, I'm just going to keep it the same as it always is. This should be a single target, so let's give it a go. Alrighty, yep, there he is. So he's got 50 hits, so okay, I was worried that the countdown might be a little bit small, but 50 hits is more than enough. If you have one strong metal, or that King Donald Goofy metal, like I've been saying, buff as much as you can. And if you have buffers that buff with just one hit, that might be the smart way to go. Like this right here is a buffer that deals 13 hits, so for the one buff that it gives me, it's not very efficient. So you might want to consider, yeah. Again, not too much of a threat for quote-unquote more experienced players, but that could all change very, very soon. So we'll see. We'll see. Alright, next one down. What do we have to do? Number 8 already, so we're halfway through, and the enemy at the halfway point was a level 200, so that's good. I feel good about that. Again, I should have, but I didn't look through all the JP levels of all the bosses, but I think that's a good sign. They can't, maybe they could just start ramping it up from here. 225. I think that's a good sign. I think that is a very good sign. So we'll get the hair for a level 225 enemy. I think we're okay, guys. I think they might have actually nerfed it. I could be proven very, very wrong in a minute, but I think we're okay. So, woof, 39 bars of health. Okay, so this is where the free-to-play, the brand new guys might start to suffer a little bit. On the bright side, he doesn't have any buffs to his name whatsoever, so you can just feel free to do your own buffs. You don't have to worry about clearing him out. I'm hoping Zigbar should just be able to rip through him, but if not, that's okay. We've got 2 turns, basically, to clear him out. Let's see how much he does. So, at plus 36, where does a attack boost 3 max Zigbar bring him down to? Okay, brings him down to plus 20, so that did, what, 16 bars of damage. Which is good, don't get me wrong. But it should be enough to 2-turn it. It's all I'm concerned about. Okay, so my one actually has double cast on it, apparently, and AB 3 max, which is a really awesome metal. Good job to the friend that I'm borrowing it off. I won't activate it again, just so you guys don't feel like I'm using something completely inaccessible. Ooh. Maybe I should have if I'm going to be paralyzed. Okay, so you notice that it did barely any damage, and I had 2... Shit. Okay. Well, I just missed out my my general attack buffer, so I'm screwed. So that's what I get. That's what I get. Come on, Ziggy. Yes! Yes, Sigma, yes! I was worried I wasn't going to be able to 2-turn it then, but Sigma saves the day. Whew. Okay, so number 9. Number 9 is all done. Very good. If you guys weren't aware, the final boss in the JP version, in fact, I think the last 3 big bosses were level 555. So, unless in 4 quest time they're going to ramp it up to 555, I think we're going to be okay. But that's the thing, it's like, if you have a brand new event, a brand new event following an anniversary campaign where you encourage people on a behemoth boss, nice. You encourage people to come across and participate. Join the game. You give them a bunch of new incentives for signing up, bunch of a crap load of jewels for starting the game fresh. And then you throw a ridiculously hard boss at them. That's gonna piss them off a bit and be like, "Well, I'm not playing this piece of crap game. I'm too weak." So it really, really does make sense why they've nerfed it. But I mean, it's almost not fair to call it a nerf, because when we are literally not as strong as the JP players, we don't have medals with ridiculous buffs like 0.2 Kyrie running around everywhere, so we couldn't really be expected to compete with them. And even though the Xemnas B event was completely unnerfed, it seems that they've not learnt their lesson, not trying to be a derogatory or anything, but at least understood where the player base is coming from when they're like, listen, we can't pass this stuff. What's the point of putting it out if we can't pass it? So, I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but I think overall I'm pretty happy with this event. Again, let me get to the end before I make any statements about how easy it was. But okay, so this we had one of these bosses for, was it the Lexaeus B event? I think this is the very first time I was able to guilt an Organization 13 medal. Sorry, able to fully complete an event, given that Lexaeus B was our first Organization 13 medal. When I was able to take out one of these guys with abusing second chance, I believe. One of my party members shared it for me, and I was like, yes, thank you. Cool. Okay, so that one wasn't too bad at all. The only factor there was the limited amount of hits you could deal on it, only 23, but even then, just strong single target medals. Don't have to worry about clearing buffs, just buff yourself as much as possible, and away you go. If you get stuck at any point, just leave me a comment, because again, I'm running through it with KHUx Kari, double cast Cinderella, Aerial and Flounder, and I understand if you guys could say, well look, I didn't have any of those things. Hopefully you'll have a +3 buffer, I hope. Hopefully you'll have Hopefully you'll have KHUx Kari. I really hope everyone grabs KHUx Kari. But you might not have Xigbar, to be quite honest, because he was given out a few months ago. So it's very, very possible that you don't have him. Okay, so a Giga Shadow here with only 9 bars of health. That's not too bad at all. Especially compared to the previous bosses we've had already. That's not too bad at all. What's the condition? Yeah, to beat it within 1 turn. So this one, if you can get through the other ones, this one shouldn't be too bad at all. Because yeah, Ziggy's just going to absolutely shred through him now. Look at that. Yeah, okay, that was weird, but I'll take another medal. Not too sad about that at all. I'm kind of thinking now, in terms of traits, what kind of traits will be applicable here. Obviously, being a tier 3 medal, we're only going to be able to have 1 on. I think my general rule of thumb from now on is going to be, you do not want extra attack on him. No way in hell do you want extra attack on this medal. Absolutely not. 5 gauge cost is way too expensive. You never end up finding a use for it. Okay, level 300 at round 12. Here we go. I think probably ground defense or aerial defense. If you get any one of those minus 60%, I think you're pretty happy with that. Just because, as you get higher and higher level enemies, that woof. Okay, so this guy has 50 bars of health. He's already at +1 power-based attack, and he's going to take 4 metal hits before he retaliates. So double cast is not, it's never a bad thing, but it's almost not a good thing here, because look, he's just got taken down 2 of his slots, and now he's going to retaliate on the 3rd metal. And he's going to paralyze like a bastard. If only we had some like sort of trait to give us paralysis resist. Never, even against an enemy like this, I will never ever ask for paralysis resist. Okay, so this is a bit shit because we need to beat him in 2 turns, and he's a toughie. He's a real toughie. Okay, so I'm lucky defense boost 2 proc there, or I would have died, and in fact, I'm very thankful I have a healer out the front here now, because he's going to retaliate again. And he's going to paralyze me again. Little bastard. Ah, shit. Well, I'm definitely not getting the 2-turn condition here, because he just made me skip my general buffer. Okay, so I might have to farm this one a little bit. Yeah, no, absolutely no way in hell getting my 2 turns here. Wow. Wowie wow. Okay, well, let me just tap here because I may as well. There's not much point. Paralyzed again. Ooh, I wasn't watching carefully. Did he recover any HP then, or was I just literally dealing jack all? Okay, so as you can see, my Cinderella and Jack is going off twice, giving me a crap load of defense. So activates 1 level of PSM defense for 2 turns per cut. Okay. Thanks, man. This is going to be a bit tricky. This sucks. Alright, well, I can make a much stronger setup than what I have here. This is literally just me pissing around from Union Cross, so I'll definitely make a stronger setup for this. Probably fit every time. It skips over that bloody aerial and flounder. That's very rude. Okay, at least I can do some damage now. Not heaps, mind you, but a little bit. Okay, well, I didn't get paralyzed, but he's about to retaliate, so watch me get paralyzed now. Yep, there it is. Just skip my PSM buffs, why don't you? That's fine. Okay, so you can go off here, it's over, I hope. I need to do 10 bars though, that's ridiculous. Okay, Nova can never ever be blocked by paralysis as far as I know. So now all we need to... Oops. Oh man. Man, that was like a 7, 8, more than that turn? I don't know, but that was pretty bad. I can definitely do better than that, so... This should be it. Nope, I'm wrong. It's still going. Okay, it's over. Thank you, God. Wow, that was an effort, and we didn't even get the 2-turn bonus. So let's try that again. Or should we try Quest 13 first and then come back to this? See if Quest 13 is like just horrible or not. Oh man, we didn't get the objectives there. That's a shame. Ah, fuck's sake, man. Every time. Facebook Messenger is the one culprit that gets through every time. Wowie wow. A level 350 Iron Giant. But the cool thing is, complete without having to continue. What does that mean? Even if you're brand new, if you turbo load yourself with defense boost, defense boost, defense boost, defense boost, heal, you might be alright. I think I actually made a quick setup the other day for the Gauntlet Challenge. Damn, that raises speed boost defense by 2 tiers for 1 turn. Okay, but is it Pluto B that raises power-based defense? Let me have a look. Okay, from the latest high score challenge, Pluto B so raises power-based defense by 2 tiers for 1 turn. Cool, I got extra attack on mine. I'm very lucky. Okay, so part of me doesn't want to use this because you might not have extra attack, but what if I just use 1 cast of it maybe? Yeah, okay, I'll bring Pluto B along, and I won't try in 1 turn, and I'm just going like full defensive mode here, my little turtle mode. So I've got double cast here, likely. This isn't applicable to all you guys, because there's no way in hell everyone had 2 high score challenge medals that both boost defense, that both give you double cast on your defensive boosting stuff, so maybe I shouldn't use this. Whatever, we'll see if I can survive even with all these buffs. I should be able to, but we will see. We shall see. I tell you what though, that's going to be expensive, firing off those double cast of Pluto B if I mean I won't have to, but if I was going to, that would be very expensive. That's 6 SP right there. Alright, let's do number 13. Level 350 Iron Giant. So, hey, it's nerfed from JP. That's good. It's better than nothing. Alright, so let's see how much damage he does behind buffs. And, oh Christ, we're going to get through this lot first. Jesus Christ, alright. This might be a problem for you, actually. This might be a huge problem. So, this guy's got a lot of buffs on him. So, again, you might want to consider like a bell medal. But, well, here you go. Here's Pluto. Alright, so how much defense do I have now? I mean, I should have 4 layers of power-based defense. Cool. I won't activate him again. Just because you guys probably won't have access to a double cast unless you're, you know, as lucky as me. There you go. 1 turn triumph. Let's grab some SP, even though we don't really need it. Holy dooly. So it's a boss rush to get to this point. Christ. Wow! Okay, so he absolutely shit on me. 3 defense boost 2. And second chance is mandatory. Then. Because even if you had defense boost 3, would you even survive that? That is ridiculous, guys. That's awful. Holy crap. I kind of need to 1-turn him here or else I'm screwed, right? No. I've got defense boost, but Christ, I'm kind of worried for you guys now. If you don't have a second chance, what are you going to do? Like, literally, they haven't given out second chance. I guess they did put it in that bloody Skills to Thrill deal, didn't they? I was going to say, they haven't given out second chance in quite a while, and therefore, how could they expect anyone to pass it? But, because they technically did give it out a while ago. Even though no one ever should have bought that friggin' deal, they technically did give it out. Feck, that's ridiculous. He's a strong boy. Alright, I'm not going to tap again just because I don't think the attack would be too strong. Let's see how much damage he does. Okay, so at +6 power-based defense, with defense boost proccing, he still did about 1,000 damage. That's worrying for new players. Because I wonder how much damage he would have done if I had no defensive boost whatsoever. I think the answer is a lot. I think he still would have done a shitload. Okay, I think my Discord chat's going to be pretty heavy this time, guys. So if you want to leave YouTube comments, go for it. I think the better thing to do, though, would be to come on Discord, jump in the help channel, and we'll help you out. Just because there's going to be people who are in your exact same situation. Oh, what am I doing? I'm treating this guy like he's a final boss. That's not the case at all. Still got a big old boss to go. Have I got -2 power-based defense? Let me have a look. I do! Okay, so he debuffed my defense. There you go. I didn't even notice that the first time. But it looks like he's debuffed his own defense too. He has. Okay, cool. So, the name of the game this time is just to hold out. Just to hold out, buff your defenses, and try and live as much as possible. Again, I'm very fortunate in that I was able to get this particular Pluto configuration with extra attack on it. Saying that though, I don't think it's necessary, but I think just 1 Pluto medal will be very, very, very helpful here. Very helpful, so... Okay, is he a cautionary target? He's not. Okay, cool. So that means we can just buff up on him straight away. We don't have to worry about surviving. So, you'll definitely need second chance to that guy, unless you have like defense boost 3 and a crapload of defense on all of your medals. Then you could probably survive. For me, like I said, I didn't bring an optimized set at all. I don't even know if I've used any defense buffs on that medal. I've definitely not used any defense on this medal. So, okay, yeah, second chance is probably not a definite must-have. But a strong 6-star setup is probably recommended. With like full defense Dales across the board. Okay, so we're dealing a decent bit of damage, but it's still going to take a while to whittle him down. Again, we're not going for speed here, and you know, death in 1 turn. We're going for just complete the quest. So how much does he do? Nothing. Beautiful. Okay, so again, I'm buffed out to all hell on my power-based side, but that still did nothing. I reckon with significantly less defensive buffs, you'd be able to survive. So grab a Pluto. I'll go through my medal list and see what else you could use. But, oh, what about like young Kari? Does she buff defenses? I can't remember. Oh, what the hell am I doing? That was a mistake. That was a big mistake. That's what I get for not paying attention. Alright, well, so not attacking this turn. Sharp, that did heaps of damage. At +7 power-based defense, that did half of my health. That's scary, guys. That's real scary. Okay, so I'm only at +2. I'm gonna use this every time. I'm gonna use my double cast Cindy and Jack every time. Oh, sorry guys. Again, let me know how you go. I reckon with a bit more defense, like if your Pluto is at level 6, at 6 stars, sorry. I'm not planning this out right because I'm too busy, too busy waffling on. Next turn I'm going to use Zigbar. I only want to use Zigbar here, so sharp. He's buffing himself though. Hopefully that will stop over time. Hopefully his buffs won't catch up. Okay, 70 more bars of health to go. What I was trying to say is, if you have even like +3 power-based defense and some good defense boost skills, I think you'll be okay. I hope. Okay, we did 16 bars of damage there. If we do 16 bars of damage for 5 more turns, then we'll be okay. Guys, I'm using Divine Rose, but I'm only using Divine Rose because of Zigbar. If you could have any other setup, like your Counterpoint, Divine Rose, 3 Wishes, if you got like Maleficent B in the back, all good setups, all good setups. The only reason I'm using this is for Zigbar, because I'm in love with that medal. Yeah, you certainly could have extremely more efficient setups. Like again, I'm using defense boosts here to get through. If you could literally just steamroll your way through and do 90 bars of damage in one turn, then more power to you, honestly. I should be playing this way smarter, but I'm not. I'm playing like an idiot right now. Because there's no point in buffing myself up if I can't use Zigbar. But luckily, there's no turn counter. It's just beat him or don't beat him. So I'll get smarter with what I'm doing. I'll definitely get a lot smarter. But just on the safe side, I'm going to stay at +7 power-based defense every time. I might come back in and do an experiment to see what's the minimum level of defense you need to survive each turn. In fact, I will do that actually, I will. I'll pause the video and do that. Okay, so we did 14 bars of damage that time, which is acceptable. So we need like 3 more turns of that and we'll be clear. Let's just throw a Mickey at him, so we'll make it down to 2 turns. Beautiful, even though now we can't actually buff anything because we can't afford the SP. This is a war of attrition, guys. This is cool. I actually kind of like the different style behind this. God, look at that. At +7 power-based, power-based defense. I'm still being thrown to half health. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. So, if you have defense boost skills on some of your medals, guys, maybe not the worst thing, to be quite honest. Maybe not the worst thing. Alright, if I use these 2 medals back to back, then I won't be able to afford Zigbar, so I may as well just skip this one out entirely. Buff with Pluto, my defense, and attack with Ziggy, see if he does anything. Yeah, doing decent damage. Okay, that's smart. So I'll tap twice more. This is a long battle. A long battle. Well, on the plus side, we did almost the entire event perfectly the first time around. The only thing we missed out was quest 12. And a lot of that was due to paralysis not firing off. So, on the whole, this is a pretty good thing. I think apart from that second enemy in this particular quest, that just straight out one-shots you, if you can get past him, and then play really smart against this guy, I think you'll be okay. Oh, big damage. Big damage. I could have maybe used Mickey and, the King and Donald Goofy there, but Sigbar's about to finish him off. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll go back in. We'll definitely do part 12. again. We'll get all medals and we'll go into a guild. So wish me luck for part 12, basically. Even though by the time you see this video, I will surely have already completed it. Alright, let's finish him off. Here we go. Brrrah. And dead. Beautiful. Okay, so it was nerfed, guys. They nerfed an event for us. Very, very good news. Excellent news. Hopefully this bodes well for the future as well, because, well, yeah. I mean, Xemnas B was just a mistake, obviously. Like, just a case of number 5. We have no idea what we're doing. We're going to throw these ridiculously high-level enemies at you. Eat shit, basically. Deal with it. It's like the Halloween event way back when with like the level 500, like the group of level 500 enemies. Oh no, the raid boss. All right, let's take another crack at this. Let me adjust my setup real quick. Okay, so I've chosen a setup here that hopefully, well, we'll see how it goes. Basically, if it's not working, then we can easily just quit back out, do it again. But let's give it a try. Okay, let's give it a go. So I will lead off with Kyrie just for a little bit of a buff, and more importantly, the SP restoration. I'm going to use this HD Ursula just to see, obviously the damage is nothing, but hopefully she'll provide a buff for Classic Donald here, who has failed me. His attack boost 2 didn't trigger, which is a shame. Ziggy's gone off her. It's all I care about is damage from Ziggy, so we're doing less than we did before, which is interesting. So I think before we finished the turn off with 26 bars of damage done, and we will definitely fall short of that target this time, so oof, and we got killed as well. That's cool. And second chance activates for me. That's a very rare occurrence. Okay, so he's going to retaliate now. He's going to paralyze me again. Let's see if... Nope, so we just lost out on our all-important magic buff, which is a shame. Okay, we haven't lost Ziggy yet. That's good. But it won't do nearly as much. Yeah, no. Okay, so that setup didn't work. No, not at all. Okay, let's quit out. No point in continuing, even though I think I just died anyway. Alright, let me try again. Alright, this is just me experimenting here. This is a setup that I used for the Colosseum. The problem is, it's really, really expensive. In fact, I literally can't afford to fire it off twice. I'm just experimenting with how much damage it could potentially do. So, what this one consists of is just lowering his natural defense, given that he's a level 300 enemy. Oh, it's going to be a problem, because Healer's going to lower my health, and I won't be able to survive the next turn. That's going to be a huge problem. Okay, this is a waste of time, because I'd love second chance to proc here, but it won't. Yep. Just to see how much damage Zigbar would have done there. Okay, alright, back to the drawing board. That was promising though, that was a good sign. Alright, back to the drawing board. Okay, so just to explain what I'm doing now, I've got illustrated KH2 Kyrie there with defense boost, a Mickey and Mini Medal just to lower their natural defense, which can be substituted with illustrated Ansem. If you do that though, you'll have to swap the order of Mini and Kyrie, but it doesn't matter at all, because they're not going to be damage dealers. I've got this HD Ursula here, which again, some of you guys are like, well, I never pulled one, and I understand that. I'm just saying for like, in terms of raw damage, it's going to be able to deal. If it's overkill, then we can substitute it with something weaker, something that only buffs your magic-based strength by 2 tiers for 1 turn, say. And Ariel and Flounder there, and I know a shitload of you won't have her, because it's an old high score challenge that only the top 5,000 could have had. She can be substituted with any +3 buffer. I'm just using her for that little extra squirt of defense, extra attack that she gives. Like what, she'll do a bit of damage now. She did 1 bar just because, you know, she was buffed up appropriately. And fuck, and I just lost Zigbar, so... Well, sorry, I forgot to press record, but just fired off KH2 Kyrie. You boys better fire up your paralysis resist medals, guys. Better go into your friend medals and look for all the medals that you have and see which one of those unlucky bastards rolled paralysis resist. Alright, here we go. How much damage? Over half, please. That's not that much. That is really not that much. That's a shame. The 33 in 1 hit though, and so this will bring it down to 24. Okay, excellent. So now if my luck is with me... Well... God damn it. I was going to say, if my luck is with me, I won't be paralyzed next turn, but then it just immediately cuts to me being blown the hell out, so that's pretty funny. Alright, ooh, frame rate's dying. It's getting to that point. Must be a very long video. Come on, guys, let's go. Let's get through this. Okay, please, I just need Zigbar to proc twice, and then I'm golden. I'm golden. Let's go. Okay, once. Beautiful. Brap. Mickey goes off. Beautiful. God, that's good damage. God, that's such good damage. Okay. Do I want to use another Mickey here? I've got 7 bars right now. I'll be down to 4, back up to 14, down to 12, down to 11, down to 8, and I'll have enough to fire him off. Assuming nothing gets interrupted by paralysis along the way. So, yes, I will activate Mickey here for just a squirt more damage. And this will hopefully compensate for a lack of any buff that I might get. Or I'll just be dead. I'll just be dead. Easy, even easier. Don't worry about it. Alright, I can already hear you guys like leaving the dislikes going, this isn't a free-to-play setup, I don't have Mickey and Minnie, I don't have freaking Ursula. I will take a look at a counterpoint setup in a little bit. That may get us through a bit easier. Like I said, all I want to do right now is just fire off that Zigbar B. Because I think he's so strong. And even then, you guys could be like, I don't have Zigbar B. I've made strategies for people without Zigbar B before, for previous... Of course, I get Zigbar doesn't fire off, but Defense Boost 2 does that time, of course. So he's about to paralyze me again. I'll take another look in a second. Like I said, all I want to do is use Zigbar because he's so freaking strong. So I've been using him. Okay, don't know what happened then. I have no idea what happened then, guys. Sorry. The app just closed itself. That's really bizarre. I've never ever had that happen before. Shit, that's not even close to enough damage. Okay, so I'm gonna have to restart now anyway. Guys, that's so much damage I've still got to deal. Yikes. And I can't even remember what didn't fire off just then. Or if that was a near perfect run. Okay, so I think that second run was pretty much perfect, and I still got blown away. So this may be pretty tough. All right, let's think some more. Okay, so I think I just got a raid boss request, and it kicked me out of the game. That's interesting. Never had that happen before. Okay, just thinking of alternative frame metals that I could use right now. So. Oh, that King and Mickey is so good though. It's so freaking good. This is a cheap version of Zigbar B. Maybe it does a bit more. Nope. Attack boost 3 max. You'll notice that I use my Colosseum attack boost 3 max and cost 2 on this Zigbar just because obviously it's very, very expensive to run. Without that cost medal. Yeah. At 6 cost, he's just way too inefficient to use, unfortunately. Let's give this one more go like this, see if we can't get like a perfect run. And then see, even if with a perfect run where we don't get paralyzed, period, is it even still enough? I feel like we missed a pretty important medal the first time around, so let's see. All we can do is have a look, right? Come on. Oh, the phone doesn't like this. It's been recording for nearly an hour. It's like starting to heave and wheeze, going, come on man, that's enough. That's enough. Did I miss Zigbar B the first time around? I must have, right? Who knows? Maybe I missed... Oh, no, I missed this medal the first time around. Okay, so I'm across halfway point. That's good. And I get to fire them both off. That's really good. So I just need to survive now. Okay, I'll survive this one now. Nope. Come on! God damn it, man. It's either one or the other, isn't it? Alright, one more time. Alright, what else can we do though? What else can we do to him? So we don't need a shitload of general defense down buffs. We could probably like power through with lots and lots of magic buffs. So single target medals, like our friend Ursula here. You notice my Ursula's not doing any damage. I'm not using any of these medals for their damage output. I'm literally just using him to buff up Zigbar. So that's just one strategy I could use. There are so many other ones we could think of. like I said, if we just go through with a counterpoint setup and we go, alright, power on as many strong magic metals as possible. Damn. Nearly perfect. Second chance. Come on, we have not had second chance proc, what, 4, 5 times in a row? Rough. Man, who would have thought that Quest 12 would have been the hardest one out of all of them. Alright, so this video is getting horrifically long. I'm going to beat this little bastard, because I know I can. If everything procs perfectly and I don't get paralyzed, it is absolutely possible for me to pass it. However, it's not a very good free-to-play guide if I can't get as many people as possible across the line. So, I might upload this video first. Oh, sorry guys. And then get a video up with like as many different strategies as I can think of for how to potentially beat this stuff. Like I said, I could do a strategy, you know, in 10 minutes that's way more efficient than this one is. So if that's the case, I will certainly, as quickly as possible, get a video up for that. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is good. I'm about to be paralyzed again, though. Shit, that sucks. That really sucks. It was almost perfect. Alright, how much damage are we going to do? Yeah, nah, see, without those crucial buffs, it's just not enough. I reckon if I had just one of those buffs, it would have made a big difference, that's for damn sure. Yeah. Nope, that's all she wrote, unfortunately. Alright, let's keep going. It's worth noting that he has a general power increase of 1, so if you have an Illustrated Beauty and Beast, your survivability will become a lot higher, just due to the fact that well, you'll be taking away his attack buff. And like I said, I'm only just dying. Like when I am dying, I'm only just dying. So if you can take away that buff, that would be extremely helpful. Something else I could do, my Mickey and Minnie is literally at level 1. Like I haven't touched it at all. Because I kind of want to keep it that way for high score challenges in the future. But if it's going to save me hours of frustration. God damn, that does so much damage. Yes, finally. Okay. And I'm not I'm not paralyzed right now. I'm about to be though. Damn, man. All right, come on, come on. 1. Okay, we had the perfect first turn. We're having a really good. Oh, come on, Ariel. Come on, Zigbar. We're having a really good second turn, guys. No! It's so cruel. It's so cruel. It's so close. God damn, that would have been it. That would have been it, because I could have just Nova'd. Rough. That's rough. That's so mean. Alright. I kind of feel bad now, like calling this a free-to-play guide, because I'm using it's like I'm using medals, right, that are all freely available to me. Like I got them all for free, but not everyone might have them. So like, what's the point of doing this guide then if not everyone can follow what I'm doing? Man, just the conflict within me, you know. Ah, shit. Alright, I mean, I don't think that's going to be enough because my Mickey didn't go off at all. Sorry, my Frame Metal didn't go off at all. But we'll see. Like I said, it's very, very possible. It's just a case of RNG praying. Praying to RNGs. It's like Ariel and Flanner didn't go off there, meaning this is going to do jack all. Meaning there's no point. Alright, so what I think about doing a counterpoint setup, which hopefully you guys have access to counterpoint by now. It's just available from Proud Mode Quest 103, and you can, if you haven't got up to that point yet, then potentially save the gems that you'll be getting along the way. Sorry, the Electrum ores that you'll be getting along the way. If you save those up and invest either 50 to get it to level 20 or 100 to get it to level 25 Electrum ores into the counterpoint Keyblade, you'll have a pretty goddamn strong blade, but you'll need magic metals, obviously, to back that up. So, damn, okay. Like Illustrated Terror, he seems pretty common from the drops if you're able to get one of him. Illustrated Shion to lower his general defense if you're able to get one of her. Any buffer at all, like Illustrated Kairi, the regular Illustrated Kairi as your main offensive buffer. Like I said, I just had Classic Donald then, but it really wasn't doing that much, unfortunately. Alright, I survived. Didn't get my car. I didn't get my Kari off, so there's no point. And I was killed anyway. Oh! Wait, am I... Is this still turn 2? This is weird, because is this still turn 2 right now? Because he just killed me in the middle of a turn. But I got second chance back. So I was in the middle of the second turn. I got killed. And now I'm back. And I can't afford it anyway, you fucking idiot. Damn it. Alright, well I definitely can't do anything about it now. I wonder if that was second or third turn. That's really interesting. I've got a feeling it was third. Because like I died and I was brought back to the beginning of my next turn, but... That's confusing. Alright, let's keep going. Oh man, I really wanted to get this video up like immediately, like as soon as possible, and it's 4 o'clock. It's been an hour. It's been out for a whole hour. Oh no. Everyone will have videos out now. So yeah, I'm still plugging away, still trying. Like I said, it's so possible, so very, very possible, but it doesn't want to happen for me just yet. Which is fine. I never said it should be easy. Okay, so I'm just going to throw out a bunch of medal names that could help you here. Alright, so to compensate for Mickey and Minnie here, because obviously only 5,000 people will have even just one copy of that medal. Okay, like the area of effects, general defense down medals, like Al, Smee, HD Axel, Illustrated Shion, and is there a speed equivalent of that? Oh, Keyart, whatever. Keyart 2, I think? Keyart 3? Keyart 3, sorry, Keyart 3, I just got one, I should know. Oh, this run is messed up, I don't even know why I'm bothering this run. If you get any of them with double cast, then you have an alternative to what I have here, because that'll get you down 2 layers of general defense for 1 turn, which is just what I'm using. That was the worst run to date. That was awful. Awful. What else have I got that you might not have? Okay, that Ursula, that's a problem, but double cast Illustrated Terror, double cast World of Chaos. Anything really, like my medals aren't gilted, so I'm getting the buffs, but I'm not getting the damage, and honestly, it might not be the most efficient way of going about this. Like, there may be more efficient ways of buffing a little bit less, but doing more damage at the same time. I mean, you guys have got Mickey and Brooms. I don't think you should... Man, like, if I had a gilted HD Ursula right now, this is over. That's going back on 3 wishes at the very last slot. Buff it up, and then just fire off, like, ridiculously powerful HD Ursula blasts. And, yeah, just shredding through him. I want to see how much Maleficent B is going to do here. I think she'll do a decent bit, but not heaps, just because being that she's an area of effect medal, her multiplier isn't huge. I think it's like 3.36 ungilted. Chop. I survived, and not only that, but I'm for the moment being not paralyzed. That's pretty cool. Of course, I'm paralyzed now though. Okay, I don't want to waste my SP like I did last time, like a fool, so... Oh, shit. I can't afford to use all 3 of these. I can only afford to use 2. Dang it. Okay, so this is a perfect run, but I actually can't afford to use all my setup. Damn. That's something I have to consider. Okay, so what's better? 3 layers of magic-based strength, or 1 layer of... Or 3 layers of general strength? I think strength is the way to go, so... I hope it doesn't skip aerial. I'm going to tap here, I'm going to use aerial, and then I'm going to... It's happening, hopefully. With it. Oh no, it's not even close to enough. Yikes, it's not even close to enough. So if I could have used Nova there, if I didn't skip past friggin' Mickey, if I could have used Nova there, and then Mickey, would that have been enough? Shit, man, this is tough. This is real tough. Alright, so I just like forgot the Moana was a thing. So I feel like a bit of an idiot right now. I'm gonna pop Moana in that slot, and from where Ursula used to be, I've just switched these two around. So Ursula used to be here, Ariel Flounder used to be here. Okay, you can use Sebastian, and Sebastian here, or Illustrated Kari, whatever. It doesn't really matter. All the important thing is that we're trying to just lower his general defense. That's actually pretty important. If you can only layer at one level, then so be it. But if you've got like extra attack on that lowering thing, or you've got Illustrated Ansem, if you have Illustrated Ansem though, you must follow up with a healer medal, just because, or else it'll just rip right through you. The order of these medals here doesn't really matter, these three, just because that's going to deal 6k no matter what. That's going to deal 1 damage no matter what. And mine's only here because it benefits from those buffs, but it's negligible how much it benefits, so... Okay, let's try one more time. I reckon this is a bit of a better setup. The only thing with Moana though is that buff only lasts for 3 medals, so I've actually asked someone in my party if they can share a Zigbar just like mine with AB3 max and SP2, because I should be able to afford that. Now the only thing is, did anyone actually share one? Maybe? No. Okay, so I'm going to keep trying and hopefully someone shares one, because I know if I had that I could do it. Again, hoping that paralysis doesn't actually ruin my day every time. Okay, but the interesting side effect is my Moana still has paralysis plus on her, so I'll be able to fire off paralysis pluses and maybe that'll do something. Who knows? Just one more layer of RNG potentially in my favour. Okay, so yeah, that Ariel and Flounder did jack all. That didn't though, that did 40k. That's an important 40k. This should do the same amount of damage as it did before, because the buffs preceding it are all the same. This should do exactly the same amount it does before. But the second hit won't do as much. But on the other side, we don't really care that much because it was kind of costing us more than we were getting from it. That's really good. We're going to definitely fire off Illustrated Kari now, which again, I really hope you all have her. And okay, we missed our general defense, but maybe it's okay. Because we're going to fire off Ariel Flounder, and Moana, and Zigbar. We're going to fire off our shit! Almost. Okay, well that was good. That was much better than before. Even though it's just really just luck that is going to be a big factor here. Alright. This has been going on for a while. Alright, it might take a million years, but I think I might just skip ahead to the perfect run, because it's going to happen for me eventually. Through enough trial and error, I will achieve a perfect run. It's just going to take a while, unfortunately. And you guys don't want to see that, but you know what I'm doing, right? You know that I'm just using Illustrated Kari, debuffing the defense, using Moana. Mine's guilted at 86%. Actually, mine doesn't even have any chips and dales on it, so... Paralysis, please. Okay, paralysis is going to miss like every time. That's pretty much a guarantee, just because... I've just jinxed it. By recording this, I've just jinxed it, but this could be it. Alright, so Nova's already gone. It's a little bit of damage. I think I need them both to go off. I think that was it. I think that was 2 turns. That could have been it. That could have been it. And that was actually right after the last attempt, the last recorded attempt. Which is lucky. It only took 20 minutes of resetting over and over again. Yes, boy. There we go. Alright, so we've got him. Lexaeus B. Beautiful. Let's guilt him. Why not? This a guilting campaign right now. May as well. Took a little break to make a sandwich, so that must have helped. Ah. Okay, here's our boy. So let's do it. Let's do a guilting. So I'm sure everyone knows how to guilt by now, but just in case you don't, follow along with me, boys and girls, and we'll guilt ourselves a medal. I'm going to do this one at a time, because even though we might not get the perfect trait, we'll just at least have options every single time. Ooh, sorry. Excuse me. What did I just say? We're definitely not having extra attack, so... Let's roll again. If you get ones that you're still deciding on, you can like leave that copy aside and then roll into other ones. As long as you don't like end up... I suppose you can't really screw it up. Yeah, I was gonna say, if there's ones that you're like still deciding on, like you get like extra... Oops, is that right? Yeah, I was just worried I was gonna do a smelly and combine my 3-dotted metal into another metal and effectively waste one, and therefore be unable to guilt it. Did not want to do that. As painful as it is to say, I think max H... No, I'll leave it alone. I'll keep extra attack. I mean, you never know. I could end up plopping a +3... what am I saying? A special AB3 max plus a special attack H2 skill on him one day. You never know. Alright, let's lock him just for now. Roll another one. Keep on rolling. Alright. What the fuck? Are you kidding me right now? Imagine if I'm rolling for like any other buffer in the game. Like, I don't know. The 4 piglets that I've rolled. There you go. There's another buff you could use. Poo and Piglet. Sorry. Poo and separately Piglet. Or actually Poo and Piglet as well. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? I don't understand right now. That was 4 out of 5. Yeah, 4 out of 5 that just rolled extra attack. Alright, sure, why not? Why not? I will never see that again. I will be rolling for extra attack till the day I die. I will never see that happen again. That's ridiculous. I'm mad. I'm not really mad, but that's so funny. That's so funny. Alright. Okay. We have 1 copy at 2 dots. We're going to evolve that with the precious few Mickey A's that we have left to 6 stars. We have 1 at 3 dots. Oops, I have to level it up first. We are going to level him up. Oops. Optimize. Optimize Prime. Let's just do it. Skip ahead. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to evolve him up to 6 stars as well. And we don't really have a difficult choice to make because they're both extra attack. We're just going to fuse them together and we're going to see what happens. Alright, so 6-star metals capable of being fused. In they go. Let's give it some XP at the same time. Try and max it out, why don't we? Alright guys, here we go. Let us roll and guilt, potentially one of the first guilted Lexaeus Bs in the global version of the game. It's 20 plus 4, which means I'm sure a lot of people have got it by now. 84, pretty much just below the middle. Can't complain about that. Well, I can, but... Hell yes, that is exactly what I wanted. And given that his ability, given that he's like the Earth type organization member, I think that fits very appropriately. I think I'm gonna be happy with that. In fact, that just changed this metal to being very usable for me. Because, I mean, how many ground type enemies are in the game? The answer is a lot, a shitload. I'd say they outnumber the flying enemies by quite a bit, so I'm very happy to have that. Extremely happy to have that, actually. Alright. So we fuse them up. Let's test him out, hey? Let's get some boosty boost on him there. If you guys are going to ask me, why do you have so many mirrors? Why do you have so many Chip and Dales? Every single weekend, I do the farming event on the raid boss every single weekend. And I never spend them, honestly, unless I know I'm going to use the metal. And this is a rare example. Not a rare example, but a bit of a deviation from usual, because I don't usually immediately rush out and Chip and Dale a metal until I tested it first. But you know what? Let's just go out there and give it a go. What's the point of hoarding these things if I'm not going to have a little bit of fun with them? What do you think? Should I mirror it up and just go balls to the wall? We've got 140 of the damn things here. Alright, I can already hear my my Discord users going, yeah, use mirrors on it. So that is what we shall do, my friends. We shall mirror it up. Let's go. Get that Nova level, which I actually quite need. And with one final mirror. 16 mirrors to gild to that Organization 13 medals, not too bad. And there he is, boys and girls. A maxed out Organization 13B member medal. Alrighty, let's throw this in a Keyblade and see what it can do. My very, very first gilded reverse power medal. Cool. Alright, so he's going to do the most damage in slot 5, and slot 5 he shall go. So there's our boy. Alright, let's give him a bit of buffs to help him out. So boost his power, boost his power. What else can we do? What if he's going to help give him a buff as well? And I don't know. Strength booster maybe? Yeah, why not? Why not? So this is definitely not the most efficient way of dealing damage, but who cares? Anyway, let's test him out. Let's test him out. Alright, what should we test him against? Okay, so I thought, why not test him out against a raid boss? Now obviously this Jewel Princess is magic type, but I believe she has some appendages that are not that type, that are speed type, so Stroke of Midnight is the highest slot 5 multiplier that I have for reverse power, so let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Alright. We should be able to afford that. 3 plus 2 plus... Yeah, alright, we should be able to afford that, so... Well, no, who cares? We're not looking at this anyway. We're just going to see how much damage he does. So, again, I believe he's single target. I don't have a skill on him yet because I'm not sure which skill I want to put on him. It could be a case of... potentially... Well, AB3 max, obviously, but potentially Lux Plus, potentially a lot of things. Alright, so we're going to buff up. Buff, 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 buff. And then we're just going to attack the main target. Now, in fact, keep in mind, this is dealing 2/3 of the damage that it could be. In fact, if it was a super effective target, it's dealing, what, half as much as it could be? Okay, so 13,000 per hit. That actually seemed very underwhelming. 13,000 per hit for 11 hits. Alright, actually, I'm gonna fire this up against a speed type enemy. Alright, let's try him out against a speed type enemy. So I'm in Treasure Trove this time with a 2.4 multiplier slot on the back. Gonna be at +3, -2. +3 general, -2 general defense, -2 power based defense, +3 power based attack. Let's see how much he does. Okay. Again, this is just an example of how much I can do. I'm not trying to pass a quest or anything. I'm just seeing roughly where he lies in terms of damage. So, pretty good setup, and let's take a look at how much he does. So, the animation was quite underwhelming, eh? But, no one can deny he got the job done. He got it done. Now granted, there was only one target there, and we're immediately running up against multiple targets, so... Yeah. Okay, guys. This video is so friggin' long. I'm going to cut it off here. Probably take about 35 hours to upload. I will definitely have more attempts at setups, more diverse setups basically, to try and pass those quests, because I'm not going to lie, they were difficult. They were really difficult, especially for new players without a wealth of different medals to draw on. So I will definitely be going back through again and taking another look at what we can do to maybe help those people out. Alright, I'm just going to cut it off. Alright guys, thank you so much if you watched the whole thing. Thank you even more. Sorry, thank you very much if you watched even a little bit of this. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you real soon. All the best, guys. Bye.